Charli XCX's Vroom Vroom is an absolute pioneer in the genre of hyperpop. This is the record review. Let's get right into it.
All my life, I've been waiting for a good time, so let's ride.
Pop singer Charli XCX came to notoriety in the early 2010s before surging in popularity after her 2014 sophomore record Sucker, featuring big hits like Rules and Boom Clap taking over radio stations all across her home country of the United Kingdom, and even moving overseas to crowd every radio station in the United States for years to come. However, in 2016, at the influence of a friend and fellow musician SOPHIE, who had previously made music with a pop influence in its melodies over top electronic dance music instrumentals, later known commonly as hyperpop or bubblegum bass, though many will try to argue there's a minute difference between the two, they're practically as hand in hand as rap is to hip hop. So before I continue this review, just know, I understand Charli XCX was far from the first person to ever make hyperpop music. However, the way she took the sound, expanded heavily upon it in this EP, and popularized the movement for the next decade to come is something to certainly take note of. The Vroom Vroom EP, released in 2016, saw a total left turn for the young British pop artist as she explored a whole new world musically, experimenting with the sound commonly seen to be originated by SOPHIE, who was also the producer on this record. The pair of Charli XCX and SOPHIE is about as good as it can possibly have gotten in creating a left turn like this. On the EP, Charli stays true to her signature pop choruses, being both catchy and just nice to listen to as she sings perfectly on key before being captured by the erupting drums and synths, taking her down into an industrial array of madness. Most notably so, on the first track and title track, titled Vroom Vroom, Charli XCX seamlessly transitions from these choruses into more EDM-based industrial sections with darker ad-lib vocals. She dances all around this sound and plays with it like it's something she's done for a decade and is confident will perform well, even though it would go on to be a total shock to her thousands of fans and millions more listeners who would later on go to hear it. The other three tracks follow in the footsteps greatly of Vroom Vroom, especially with a beautiful feature from fellow hyperpop artist Hannah Diamond, notoriously working alongside late hyperpop collective 100 Gex to expand upon Charli's sound. The Vroom Vroom EP deserves all the love and praise it gets for pioneering hyperpop in the mainstream, and it's a group of songs I feel like I could get completely lost in over and over again. But what do you think of this EP? Comment down below and let me know, and have a great rest of your day.